One of the main issues they're facing now is the presence of unauthorized parties, where the host is not aware of the events happening inside the home. The $1.2 million pipeline will bring the tribe water from the Central Arizona project. The pipeline's going to be installed nearly 6 feet underground, where it will span off and irrigate nearby parks, homes, and even the wellness center. The new Raise the Wage Act, included in President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, seeks to raise the minimum wage to $15. White ribbons like this one can now be seen for miles on Main Street. This is all in support of our essential workers, so the city is asking one thing of you. I'm going to draw your attention to the map right behind me. The darker the shade of the state, the more vaccines have been distributed in the state. So let's click on Arizona here. The city's proposal is to turn the Campana building into affordable housing, but Geneva residents are not too happy about that. A new study shows that using filters on your selfies may not be getting you as many likes. Instead, posting something about your achievements or your job is more likely to get you that double tap. ABC 15 captured a video of Santa Claus flying over the valley in a hot air balloon. You can see him waving to all the kids below. At any given time, there can be between 30 to 60 animals housed here at Healing Hearts. One of them is Aragon. He's an Arabian horse, and he's been here for 6 months, and he's looking for a home. The Pascua Yaqui tribe has been rooted in this land for generations.
My children now have played in these fields, have actually grown up in these fields, just like a lot of tribal members here. We have the summer leagues, and then we have the fall leagues. Right? The biggest hurdle was water. How do we keep these fields green, and how do you keep this whole community intact?
Future generations face a problem. In 15 years, the tribe fears that they'll run out of water.
They told us, there is no water here. There is nothing here for you. Why did you accept the land? We accepted it because our forefathers had walked through these lands. This is where they wanted to make and create a place for us to be safe, to be healthy, and to be able to practice our faith.
Here are the plans that were produced for the project.
Now, a new government program could help the Yaqui tribe ensure their future on the land, with money for a new pipeline. The act funds rural communities to develop new revenues of water. Democratic Congressman Greg Stanton recognized the need in rural areas of Arizona, and specifically the Yaqui tribe.
It was a perfect project for this new program that we were able to create in Congress.
Right now, the tribe gets a limited amount of drinkable water from the city of Tucson.
Every single year, it's a struggle to meet that need. You know, our reservation, our population keeps growing.
And with more people, that means less water for things like gardening, laundry, and field upkeep.
This is a big issue across the state of Arizona, where we are using drinking water for purposes where we don't need to be using drinking water, and it's not a good use of drinking water.
The $1.2 million pipeline will bring the tribe water from the Central Arizona project. The pipeline's going to be installed nearly 6 feet underground, where it will span off and irrigate nearby parks, homes, and even the wellness center.
This just didn't happen overnight. This was probably over 2 years in the making. But in terms of boots on the ground time constructing this, you're looking at probably a 4-month time frame.
The construction will last a few months.
I want you to find the end with the cap on.
But the water source is expected to last for decades.
The elders used to tell us a saying, and it says, Enchi mampotawak. In Yaqui means, now it's in your hands. You're supposed to take care of it, nurture it, and develop it, and leave it for the next generation.
On the Pascua Yaqui Reservation in Tucson, Katelyn Keenehan, Cronkite News.
So if I can ask everybody to arrange themselves so they are safely social distanced.
In 2016, Arizona's minimum wage was $8.05 an hour.
To afford to live, I lived in like a 3-bedroom house with like 7 people.
I've worked in the service industry for all my life.
In 2017, it went to $10.
Rent keeps going up and landlords continue to hike up rent.
And in 2020, it lifted to $12.
It's an improvement, but it's still only a step in the right direction. It's not like you got where you should be.
now it's under my feet.
But some want it even higher. The new Raise the Wage Act, included in President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, seeks to raise the minimum wage to $15. That's a $3 increase here in Arizona.
This $3 seems insignificant to so many, but is so important to small business owners, to people who are working on the front lines, to people who are serving their food and bussing their tables.
To keep food in their belly.
It's awful to hear how every place will call them heroes and then pay them so much less.
The rally took place at Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema's office off of Camelback Road. Attendees called for her to sign on to the act.
We're here basically demanding that Kyrsten Sinema raise the sub-minimum wage.
If it passes, this means that all minimum wages will be raised to $15 across the country, including tipped workers.
If you are for the working class, you'll do whatever you can to make
that extra $3, that would make it worth going to work during a pandemic and risking your life.
In Phoenix, Katelyn Keenehan,
$15 an hour with tips on top.
Cronkite News.
Dang, I thought it was gonna be over. I thought I was gonna be it.
When you're 11 years old, it's all about competition. Especially during a game of Pokemon Yaqui.
I want action. I want competitiveness in sports and fun factor.
It is like Yahtzee. Okay.
He just didn't have the luckiest role.
We had no idea he was sick. We thought we had a perfectly healthy baby, and he met his milestones and everything seemed fine.
They didn't expect this.
I had a heart transplant.
He was only 2, facing something most adults never endure.
If I could change it for him, I would, in a heartbeat, obviously. I would never want him to have to experience physical pain or, just being different.
Drew's life was thrown a curveball.
You ready?
But he stood his ground.
Ooh, good hit. Can you do one more?
I started to search for an adaptive baseball league, and they found the Miracle League of Arizona, and it was a perfect fit.
It's not just a baseball program.
It's a cornerstone. And at the same time, the Make-A-Wish Foundation made Drew an offer he couldn't resist.
And I asked him, and he thought about it, and I think it was like the next day he was like, "Oh, I know exactly, Mom. I know the perfect wish."
And instead of a meet and greet with his favorite baseball player or a trip to Australia, he asked for this: a video scoreboard for the Miracle League of Arizona.
You ready, Drew? Nice hit, Drew. Nice hit,
Part of the thing was like a trip, so you go for a week and then it's over. I wanted something that could last for a really long time.
His wish impacted over 300 kids in the program.
As a parent, you just hope that you raise a good person. You want your kids to be happy and to know that they have impacted other people in so many ways. It's overwhelming.
So no, he isn't your typical 11-year-old. Drew is a game changer.
Even that one there.
Yeah. Are you tired or are you good?
In Scottsdale, Katelyn Keenehan, Cronkite News.